friends, it's UrsulasRevenge, and I hope you're ready because it's Roadmap Day. Star Stable has released a new Next Up in Jorvik, which is going to detail all of the things that we have to expect for not only the next 4 weeks, but the next 5 weeks. We've got an extra week in this roundup, so let's check it out. The first update for September 4th is called Paddock Props and More. Paddock Props arrive at Paddock Island. Also, the beloved birthday horses from previous years will take up permanent residence in Jorvik. Plus, take a look at our socials for your official SSO 13th birthday sweater. Now, that technically already came out, by the way, so if you want the 13th birthday sweater, here's the code. They posted this one yesterday after the video went out. You can redeem 13th B-Day for this birthday sweater. This is what it looks like on the back, and it is full stats, which is pretty exciting. I'm gonna guess that this is just kind of like miscommunication within the team because they've already released it, but you know, I guess if there's another one, we can be surprised. So, and I know I kind of blew past this part, but apparently the birthday horses from previous years, I believe there were two. There was the black and white Jorvik wild horse that we kind of voted on to have into the game, where for the 10th birthday, it was free. It is no longer free. You have to buy it like any other horse now. As well as last year's, I think it was an American paint horse, like a Pinto Palomino, I think. That one was never free, by the way. But both of them will be coming back next week, and they will be permanent. So you don't have to wait for them to come back every year. They will always be available. I'm not sure where, though. So we'll find out. I'm going to assume that they'll be with the Jorvik Wilds and the paint horses, but we'll find out next week. The week after that, on September 11th, is just titled Medieval. Hear ye, the age of chivalry has dawned upon Jorvik. Pledge your loyalty to one of our four Pledge your loyalty to one of our four noble houses and prove your worth in the jousting arena to become a real Jorvigian knight. You'll need a mighty steed, so choose from the new medieval coat variations fit for a knight. Oh, there's so much more that I want to talk about this. Okay, so CC Creations posted a new video after yesterday's update of the new stuff that has been added. And oh my god, it's so exciting. If you want to know a little bit more about it, make sure to check out the video. It's in the description if you want. Highly recommend. But there's two things that I really want to talk about. First one, I think I was right about it being a faction event, which is so exciting. Here's a screenshot from the video. Definitely go check out the rest of it. But it looks like that there are 4 houses, and this is where the errant one came in. I still think that it's the normal knight outfit where it's like not tied to a specific house. It also looks like you're not set in stone to the one that you choose, and you will possibly be able to unlock the rewards for all 4 houses, which is very exciting. My friends who like to 100% everything, I think we might be able to. So despite being right on that, I am happy to announce that I was wrong about there maybe not being new gameplay elements such as jousting. In my video, I had said that I didn't want to get my hopes up really about there being jousting because we knew that it only existed so far as a paddock prop, but it seems like new gameplay element has been added to the code. I don't think it was fully shown, but I'm happy enough to know that it exists. There will also be new coat variations released on the 11th. If you want to sneak peek at those, again, go check out Cece's video. Exactly which ones will be released, we'll just have to wait until the 11th to find out. The September 18th update is titled More Medieval. The Forgotten Fields provide new opportunities to embrace your medieval fantasies. Choose from the 3 distinct medieval-themed paddock variations. Don the garb of a true knight with the new medieval attire, and select from 2 additional noble coat variations to complete thine ensemble. So between the 11th and the 18th, it looks like we are getting additional coat variations. I don't know if there's more than what we've seen in CC's video, or if it's going to be split across the 2 weeks, but again, we'll find out when the update releases. Now, something I find a little interesting is that on the 11th update, it says we can choose the houses, but on the 18th, it says that we can don the garb of a true knight with medieval attire. So I don't know if the knight outfits are coming out the week after we can choose a house, or if those are different outfits that aren't the knight ones. We know that there are a couple of different outfits in addition to the knight outfits that we'll be releasing, and I believe some of them have dates that will come out later. Like the really pretty princess one, I think is going to be coming out on the 18th. So I don't know if they were just kind of having fun with words and they didn't actually mean that the knight outfit was coming out late. I have no idea. Anyways, moving on to September 25th, we have Dragon's Descent and stable customization. While dragons are known for being mysterious ancient creatures, the ones arriving in Jorvik are as charming as they are magical. Are you prepared to welcome the new mystical companion? 4 dragon eggs have appeared, hidden across the medieval area. Fairmore and Aljok return. Lot to unpack there. First of all, wait a minute. First of all, they didn't say anything about home stable customization. We'll get into that. So dragons are coming. We know that there are 4 But it's interesting that it says 4 dragons have appeared hidden across the medieval area. I don't know if it'll be kind of like the dog and the cat for like the summer event, where if we kind of like do their quest, we get them as a reward, or if they'll be purchasable. Because normally they don't hide the available pets unless they're obtainable through quests. Like the cat being in the tree and the dog kind of in like dangerous situations. I'm interested to know. I expected to have to pay for them, and we might still have to. Not sure, but the way that it's written, I'm now questioning that. And finally, with Faramore and Aldrak returning, one, very fitting. I was kind of hoping that they would re-release the 2 dragon horses with this event. But 2, it also opens up the questions about why there hasn't been a magical horse rotation. I fully expected the bazaar that just came back this week to be a magic horse rotation bazaar. We haven't seen the non-annual event magic horses come back all summer. Like, we've missed Talina and Campos, we missed the other 2, Proteus and Sedna, that usually come out during the summer. Aldrak and Faramore also usually return in the summer, and obviously we have confirmation that they're coming back, but there are a ton of other magic horses that we haven't seen in over a year. Obviously, with the release of Hollow Woods, we did get 8 permanent magic horses. We have the 2 runestone horses, Berkir and Hanami, the tree horses, the 2 fairy halflinger horses, and then the release of the new unicorns, Phoebe and Teenan. But there's so many others that have not been seen in a very long time. So I'm curious if they're planning something new for the horse rotation, if they're not going to be back on a schedule, or if they'll be like released at certain times. I'm not actually sure, but I'm really curious to know. Let me know your theories about what they're planning on doing with magic horses. I want to know what you guys think. And finally, we have an update for October 2nd for Horses of Jorvik, because just like the magic horses, we also have not seen the Horses of Jorvik in about a year either. So Guillermo Gadea is finally back, returning to Jorvik after a long break, ready to host an exciting Western-themed Horses of Jorvik at Starshine Ranch. I don't remember the last one that he did. I can't remember if it was on South Hoof or if it was Starshine Ranch. I feel like the Western one comes up a lot. I mean, not that it came up at all because he hasn't been seen in about a year, but I feel like he did the Western one like so much. Anyways, he'll be back on October 2nd. It's interesting to note that they don't actually say when the medieval festival is going to end. I'm assuming that it's going to only be 3 weeks, September 11th, 18th, and 25th, because Camp Western was also only 3 weeks. I'm not expecting all too much out of the Renaissance Festival. I think we're probably going to get some quests. We have the faction event and maybe one new gameplay element. And I'd say that that's about how much we got for Camp Western, with basically doing the renegade stuff, the cat and the dog, and the daily chores. And with that event also being 3 weeks, I feel like that's probably gonna be how this one's gonna run too. I completely doubt that it's gonna have as much as the Equestrian Festival does. The Equestrian Festival has been around a lot longer, and it's accumulated a bunch of different tasks and races and activities that just kind of piled up over the years. I think eventually all of the events might get to that point, but obviously Halloween and the Equestrian Festival have been around a lot longer. I hesitate to say the Christmas event or the Winter Village, because they've kind of been changing that one a lot in the last couple of years, and I don't know what it's going to look like this year. Anyway, that is all we have for this next step in Jorvik, but is it? Is it really? Because it's time to speculate. Because the next week after October 2nd is October 9th, and I think that they gave us 5 weeks because the Halloween festival is going to start on the 6th week. They usually have it open pretty much all of October and usually ends as close to Halloween as possible. It'll usually be the Wednesday after Halloween. Halloween is on a Thursday this year, so it's going to be a whole extra week into November. Unless they end it literally the day before Halloween, which would be kind of weird. You know what? Maybe I'm wrong about this, because then Halloween would be 5 weeks long. I don't know. Well, unless they only do it for 3 weeks like they've been doing the other events, in which case it would be October 23rd, 30th, and then November 6th. I don't know what they're doing. I never know. This is speculation. But if that were the case, it would be weird that they'd given us October 2nd, because then the next up would be the 2nd, the 9th, and the 16th. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. What do you think is going on? You tell me. I'm still gonna say it's gonna be all of October. All of October for the Halloween event. Was there anything else that I had to talk about? Oh yeah, that is all for the next up in Jorvik, but I've got more in ways of codes. So Star Stable has been doing this kind of another real kind of clue gathering thing. I think I mentioned it in Tuesday's video. We have a part 2. We have a part 2 of the sort of cloaked, mysterious person reel that they're doing. And every time they've been dropping 2 letters, or there's been 2 letters on the screen. The first 2 were Y and T, and the other ones are E and A. I have a feeling that after we get the 3rd one, which is going to be the final one, we know that there are 3 parts. We'll have to take all those letters and scramble them together. We'll probably get the next video early next week, if I had to guess. Maybe Monday. So keep an eye out for the 3rd reel and see if you can solve the riddle yourself. Of course, I'll still post an update once I know what the answer is, probably on next Wednesday's update. That is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video like this. I do try to cover every Wednesday update and more. Let me know your thoughts about what is coming up, your speculation, your predictions for some of the things with the medieval event, and possibly when the Halloween event will start. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!